night. D&D just finished. So it's time for a drink. I think so. Once again, my name is Cameron, and welcome. I'm playing Valhalla tonight. I love this game so much, I decided to put on a tie and vest. Why? Sometimes you just gotta dress the part. Before I get into this absolutely gem of a game, it just wouldn't feel fit to continue with a bartending game until we at the very least made a drink to start with. So for everybody joining in the beginning, it's actually I'm gonna wait a little bit. Wait a little bit to make a drink. Just a little bit. Just gotta get myself started. Whatever horrors, whatever terrible things afflicted you today, I hope you can just let it all go. Come on open to the party. The door is open. The door is always open. You can choose to sit outside. You can choose to sit inside. It's okay. It's your choice. It's our party. Anyway, let's get started. We'll go to work. Let's go to work. Good evening. Hello. Big knock outside. Seems like you made it just in time. I think that's just a car backfiring. Really? It sounded more like a gunshot to me. Have you ever heard gunshots? Haven't we all at some point? Yeah, well... See? Sounds more like a car's exhaust. I don't know. It's too dry. Yeah, but gunshots give more echo. What if it's a firecracker? Ah, boss. Firecrackers? Yeah. A couple of years ago, there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual Mega Christmas firecrackers. Nah, it sounded too hollow for firecrackers. Hell, whatever, this is not a morning talk show. It's quite the evening talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things. At least not amongst yourselves. Right, we shouldn't lose time over a car's exhaust. Hey. Heh. Snicker, snicker. Anywho, is it on the soundtrack menu? I'm going to keep the soundtrack the way it is, but before moving forward, I think it is prime time to make a cocktail. Why? Because it wouldn't be a bartending game without cocktails. I don't have a good camera setup, so I'm just going to move my camera down to a better location. Prime to see what I'm calling the bartending workspace. Let's take a look. I changed things over here to there. Alrighty. And it'd be really boring if there wasn't any music in the background. So we're gonna go with that. I hope that's working. Cool. Our first drink for the evening is going to be an electric watermelon according to this book my mother gave me. It's the Bartender's Black Book, 2nd edition, and she used to be a bartender herself. And upon coming of age, I assure you, I was like, you know what? That sounds awesome. I used to be the kind of kid who would, like, while he was taking a shower and all these shampoos and conditioners around, being like, you know what I really want to do? I just want to mix everything together and see what happens. Nothing ever exploded. My skin never welled up or anything, so apparently I was not making any terrible chemicals. But, you know, we'll see. I'm gonna run real quick and grab some ice for this shaker, as well as a pre-chilled glass that I have prepared ahead of time. Just like every good cooking show, why wouldn't you prepare things ahead of time? Welcome to my show. We're gonna watch ice being made. Nah, not into it. Maybe some. I one time saw a stream where somebody was it just was a camera on a jar of peanut butter. It might still be going for all I know. I don't even know. Ice in the glass. Cup to the side. For an electric watermelon, I will first fill up my shaker Excuse my face angle there. All the bottles are under the desk. With vodka. Half an ounce of vodka. I have this 360 vodka that I bought for very cheap. Long while ago. Is it half an ounce? Half an ounce. Because I was making some infusions, and at that point in time, I didn't realize that you should probably use Everclear for infusions. Why? Why would you use Everclear for infusions? Well, it is very, very high alcohol. Things that are very, very high alcohol are really good at ripping the flavors out of other things. And I was trying to make a cake batter liqueur, which didn't work so well. But, it did its job. In addition, half an ounce of rum, which I will just be using a basic Baccardi. I don't want any funkiness in this, otherwise I feel like it would just take over. Many different types of rum. Apparently the color really doesn't matter. This one doesn't call for spice specifically. Hey there, nice outfit. Hi there, meatball girl. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for stopping by the party. Next, the recipe calls for triple sec, which is an orange liqueur. I don't have any triple sec. I have blue Curaçao. It's also orangey, and it'll make my drink blue. Which will be cool, because I'll also add something to make it green. So it should have a really interesting color to it. It's called the electric watermelon because I'm pretty sure it's inspired by an electric lemonade, which is usually very blue. It's made with blue Curaçao. This one also uses Midori, which I will get to right now. Midori is a melon liqueur based off of a type of, I believe it's a Japanese melon, and I can't seem to get this bottle open. It's too sugary. There we go. There we go, there we go. And an additional half an ounce of the green stuff. Yes. Half an ounce of the green stuff. That is correct. I love it. One of my favorite things is being confirmed by the crowd. Next calls for an ounce of orange juice. There is some orange juice in the fridge, but I'm going to squeeze my own oranges. They're tiny ones. They're probably just Clementines, but you know what? If you won't tell on me, I won't tell on you either. Oh, wait, I can't juice an orange that is yet to be cut, so let's take care of that. Throw this over there. Make some space, Cam. Make some space. I'm going to cut shit. Not myself. Just stuff. Cut this. I don't know how much juice I'm getting. Wow, that is incredibly orange on the inside. I like that. I don't think I've ever tried substituting orange juice for, I guess, what is it? Clementine juice? We'll see how that works. Oh, I'm getting orange juice everywhere. That's okay. That's what we have the, that's why I've got a towel. Oh, that is very juicy. Very juicy. Get in there. All the little bits. All the little bits, very juicy. Probably not a good camera. No, let's move that. Let's move that way. Do I need another one? I may need another one. I thought about pre-juicing this and thought, you know what? Maybe it'd be funny to watch me slice things on camera. Maybe something cool will happen. Maybe I'll die. That's entertaining. Welcome to the gladiator field. If there's no blood, well, it's not fun. Let's try up another one. I may cut myself. Oh no. No, just kidding. Or I may spill shit all over my desk, which has many computers on it and things that shouldn't get wet, but alas, here we are. It's a small apartment, guys. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for that. A little bit more. This is why I usually opt for, you know, actual oranges, so it doesn't take forever to get the juice. I did need 2 entire Clementines for this. None of my other recipes tonight call for this type of annoyance. I have a very big lemon in the fridge. That should get the job done. Alright, that does that. I'm gonna throw these into a mixing glass I have on standby, so that I don't have to deal with these later. Sorta, kinda. Boop, in the back. Nobody's gotta see that. Nobody's gotta see that. Anyway, ounce of orange juice. In addition to that, I have an ounce of Grenadine, which is a pomegranate or cherry syrup. This one is according to Jeffrey Morgenthaler's recipe, which uses pomegranate molasses, pomegranate juice, water, and a little bit of orange blossom water as well, which has a very interesting taste to it and aroma. I personally like this over the Grenadine that you can get in the store. It's just, that's my jam. That is my jam. Not my pomegranate jam, just a jam in general. A very generic jam. Oh, I have shit falling. Whatever. It's just how it be. That all goes in the shaker. Naturally, all sealed. Now we'll shake that on camera, attempting not to kill anybody. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake. There we go. If that went off, that would have gone all over the streaming computer. Oh, it's blue, and it's getting places. That's fine. Then I pour it into the glass, ever so thoughtfully. But it's not done yet. It's coming out green. Coming out green and weird. This is not a good camera angle. That is green and disgusting. Maybe this is why the Curaçao was not called for. It just made it look weird. Anywho's. Whatever. This is why we're here. I'm no professional, and neither is anybody else at this house party. So don't worry about it. In addition to that, I will top it off with some lemon lime soda. Your choice. I use Sprite, because it's also, or at least the bottle, is disgustingly green. Just pour that in there, up to the top. There we go. That's beautiful. It's very mossy. It is kind of cool looking if you're totally into moss. I like that swamp aesthetic. My parents' house is right next to a swampy area, so I'm totally into it. And in addition to that, I've never done this before. I'm going to garnish this with what is called a lemon flag. Orange flag. Where I'm basically just going to take an orange, cut it all fancy-like into a slice, and then add some cherries to it. I'm going to cut out an orange wedge. This might work, it might not work. If it doesn't, whatever. It's all for the experience. And throw this orange to the side. I got my orange piece there. I have some very tasty, very sweet cherries and toothpicks. Actually, I don't need this. I don't need the flesh on the inside, so I'm just gonna eat that. Tasty. Anyway, I'm gonna stab some cherries from here, if I can do that. All right, there's a cherry. I gotta get another one. Trying to scoop that on there. Should have gotten a spoon. Come on. No, I almost got it. Let's use the knife. BRB bathroom. BRB cocktail. There we go. That helped. Don't put a knife in your mouth. Don't try this at home, kids. Anywho's it. I'm just gonna poke one in through that, and take the other one on the end. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try this. If I push it through the other side, this is why I have a towel on standby in case I make a mess. And push that through. Got me a little thing there. I'm just gonna, that's not my drink. This is my drink. It's supposed to stay, but it really doesn't. But I'm going with it. It could be better, but if it tastes good, then it was all worth it. Right? Right. Excuse the finger slurping. It tastes good, how can I not? Don't knock over your lamp, Cameron. That'd be bad news. Anyway, clean up all the rest of this stuff before showing off the final product. Sorry, just doing some cleaning. I don't like a sticky desk. There's still some Grenadine left in there, so just like, I don't know, drizzle that on top. Why not? Why not? I think that was it's everything for that one. And I shook it. Perfect. That's exactly what the recipe called for. I like to do the cooking by the book. It's not super electric. It can be if I shine some light on it, maybe. Maybe if it looks a little cooler in the light. Interesting. I like that. Anyways. Now that that's made, let's, I don't know. Let's taste it. I'll tell you what it tastes like. Oh, that cherry juice is so prominent. It's like, it's nice. It's orangey. It's mostly got the grenadine flavor, so it's pomegranate-y. Pomegranate pairs super well with that sweet syrup dipped cherry. And the orange works too. I've still got some of that fresh clementine juice on my palate. It's great. And it smells, because we smell things around here, it smells heavily like those cherries. So it perhaps a little overpowering here. Could have done without it. Maybe just an orange twist. But whatever. Who cares? Electric, not lemonade, electric watermelon. And it is kind of melony. You know what? I completely forgot about that. There's a sweetness there that is absolutely the Midori Japanese melon, and it is lovely. I'm gonna enjoy this for a little bit. And use it. I'm not gonna get everybody uncomfortable. I'm going to switch back to the live screen, turn off this music, because now we've got Valhalla music, which I think is amazing. And then I will carefully, so I don't break things, put my camera back where it belongs. There. Eventually I'll have another camera. You can look at my torso for a little bit before I readjust my face. Cool. We got it. Electric watermelon. Be careful of, if you use a toothpick or a little metal sword like me, please don't poke yourself in the eye. Again, for adults 21 years or older, don't try this at home. Unless you're a trained professional. Or you're me. Because I don't fall under that category of trained professional. Now that your drink is ready? Now that your drink is ready, let's move on with the night. They say not to drink on the job. And that's for good reason. And I agree with that. Alright. If the music is too loud, by the way, let me know. Because it looks a little loud, but I really can't tell. You know, I'm going to drop it a little bit. I got that feeling. Alright, it's been dropped a little bit. Cool, let's do it. It's time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to Valhalla. Hello, I'm looking for some information. What kind of information? What can you tell me about a girl nicknamed Crimson Rose? Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although, tacky online handle is a bit redundant, you know, because online handle, tacky in and of itself, according to our bartender on duty, Jill. Do you know anything about her? Nope. Sorry. I have $80 right here that might refresh your memory. Now that you mention it, I remember something. Really? Yeah, now I'm totally sure that I have no idea whatsoever who you're talking about. Nothing at all. Nothing? Man, you're a sucky bartender, not having any info I need. Well, first of all, why assume I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof that I might have the information you so desperately need? Well, And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? Do you want to get mugged so badly? Yeah, well... Moreover, if I did know something, do you really think $80 is enough? You can do almost nothing with $80. It's not even enough to have a decent lunch. Why are you scolding me? Why did you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need? Wait, of course, you want all deals to be clean, so you need to spend money on the bar. That's how it works, right? I spend money, you give me the info. Maybe, maybe not. Okay then. Get me a drink, but keep it under $80. Let's see, what kind of drink can you make for $80? I don't have any extra beers. These are all priced at $500 over here. I'm just gonna go through the menu and see if any of those drinks even exist. It might be the beer. No. 140 is low. 150. Gut punch is 80. Anything lower than 80? I wonder, why is the gut punch so cheap? Maybe because it's so bad, people don't like it. Back. Gut punch. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. That's probably why it's so damn low. Let's get this guy blasted. He seems interesting. Fill that bad girl all the way up with Carmatrine. It is aged and it is mixed. Boop. It's a gut punch. Looks lovely. Here's your gut punch. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have made it big because that costs more. Okay then. Do you know anything about the girl? Nope. But you said maybe not. Turns out it's maybe not. You were the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, $80 is nothing. So I need to spend more. I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing, and no amount will change that. Can I at least get my money back? Why? The order is right, isn't it? I guess. So why are you looking for that girl, mister? Vandelay. Art Vandelay. I'm a private detective. That's what I do. So I'll assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker. You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost. She's not? She's half of the so-called reapers of the city. 2 guns for hire that work for whoever's resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose, Cobalt Lily, they call themselves. They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames? So, who wanted you to track her? I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck. What if it's a prank? Oh, where'd my Garnish fell inside. Guess I won't stab myself with the toothpick anymore. I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with the check, it'd be a pretty wasteful prank. I see. Still, any information or rumors you could give me? They don't have to be related to the girl. Why do you need them? It's always good to keep up with the local goings-ons. Well, let's see. Sorry, can't think about anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here are rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy, maybe, but not much about current events, at least not beyond what you see on the news. Damn it, what kind of bar is this if you can't gather the word on the street? What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Gil might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information. I don't know what you're talking about! Do you know something that might help me, Gil? I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do. He knows something. On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him. Well, this has been a major waste of time. And here I thought all the noise BTC bars have made lately would be useful for something. Noise? What noise? You don't know? I'm asking for a reason. You'll find out soon enough. Don't worry. In any case, I guess I'll have another drink and leave. What can I get you? I'll have a Grizzly Temple. Simple enough. The Grizzly Temple, having absolutely nothing to do with the Shirley Temple. Surely you can't be serious. Grizzly, I am not. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All blended. Like I said, I want to get this guy blasted. Why? Because I have alcohol. Why shouldn't he? All blended. I have an extra shaker. Let's shake a. Put her there. Stop it. It's been blended. Grizzly Temple. Put that back. The computer's hot over here. Very hot and steamy. Here. Okay then. This is going to be deducted from the $80 from earlier, right? No. No, it will not. Fine. Come on, there has to be something. This week has been slow as hell. The only good thing I've heard is about this girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. And the whole thing about a woman catching her mid-air makes me think it's totally made up. Aside from rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really. Damn it! Wait, who told you about that? It appeared on the news, didn't it? Yeah, but the name The Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlet has reported that themselves. There are rumors that someone or something is keeping them silent. And even the international outlets aren't using the name Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet for some reason. So you're either one of them or somebody in the know told you about it. Wow, he can be so surprisingly sharp. Adjusts monitor just a little bit. He can be surprisingly sharp. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually. Really? I wonder if he'll notice the glass that Idol signed. I mean, sure, I can't think of anything that would be useful involving him right now, but guess not. Did he talk about anything interesting? Interviewing the idol that had a show a couple of days ago, dealing with messy interns. Par for the course, I guess. I see, that's... Gunshot! It's a backfire. Firecrackers! Hey, what do you think that sound now was? It sounded like something very heavy being dropped. Something heavy? Come on, that's not even close. It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind. No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what made the sound. Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. I wonder if something's happening. I heard there was some gang spats going on. Maybe they took the conflict here. Which means... gunshots. If that's the case, I just hope they don't come too near us. Well, I've got to go. Seems coming here wasn't a waste of time after all. Really? Really, I just have different needs, but there will come a time when this place might help me. Goodbye. Please, come again. Gangs, then. Unlikely, this is unicorn territory. There's always been a neutral and important third party in other gangs' deals. The who one now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing. Thank you. He left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that? I think I heard about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though. I see. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Welcome. I'm streaming, Chan, giving you a live video feed of my life and adventures 24/7. Bathroom time and naughty moments only available to premium users. It's only $99.99 a month. Go premium now. It's a Friday night, and you all know what that means. It's time for streaming Chan's escapades. It is a Friday night, and I am streaming. Chan? No escapades here, especially not the car. Today's escapade is brought to you by Shining Finger Moe, leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Teehee. Buy a year of premium membership and you'll get a code. Exchange the code for a free trial of a VR experience modeled after yours truly. Excuse... Today, I picked the shoddiest, nastiest, smelliest, ugliest bar I could find downtown. And sadly, it actually looks half decent inside. So much for going to a crap hole bar that smells like dog urine. Excuse me? But no matter, tonight I'll give you an escapade you'll never forget. Hey you, where's the bartender? You're talking to her. Very funny. Where is he? Really? Right in front of you. Hey you, the pretty boy over there. Where's the bartender? You're looking at him. No way! No hot shirtless guy playing with fire and serving drinks while flirting with you? No sexy scantily clad girl jiggling around the place? You're telling me you two, just like fucking waiters, are the bartenders here? Yep. Seems that way. Is that a problem? Of course it's a problem! Friday nights are peak viewing hours! Are they? I need something sexier and enticing to keep them interested. Oh well, there's an easy solution to that. There is? Yeah, just take your top off. You might need to take off your bra too, depending on how the traffic goes. Wait, you're quite flat. Do you even use a bra? Is that piercing glare a no? Come on, one of us is gonna have to take off their top off, and it ain't gonna be me. I already did that once today. Ugh, it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed. What's your policy on wearing pants? My policy on wearing pants is I don't have to. You can't see my pants, and I can't see yours. Somebody tried to have me fired for wearing a skirt, so we deal with that on a case-by-case basis. That's not a concrete answer. I need binary yes, no answers. My viewers have the attention span of fruit flies. If they wanted to use their brains, do you think they'd watch something like this? Hey, emoticon flash in the background. I need to keep them entertained, and the fact that you still have your shirt on isn't helping. Wait, I know. Give me a drink. A big one. The nastiest one you can think of. Hello, service here, please. Wow, it's like my brain shut down. Sure. Nasty drink, nasty drink. Manly, promo. They're both pretty nasty. I've been told the Zen Star is terrible. You'd think something balanced would actually taste nice. Nope. 4 of everything. 4 of everything. 4 of everything. So did anybody out there take their top off? I hope you didn't. That's naughty. That's naughty, naughty. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take your top off. That's weird. Don't do that. It's the Zen Star. It's very blue and looks like it has a bay leaf on it. Mine is blue. If you cock your head and have a couple more, maybe it'll look blue to you. Zen Star for you here. Alright then, cheers! I don't think you should chug it down so... Glug, glug, glug. Quickly. It's like it hit me, but I didn't feel it until a few seconds later. Is this what being kicked in the balls feels like? Yup. Okay, I've decided. I'll just get really wasted. That's gotta be fun enough, right? If you say so. Okay, in the meantime, what can you tell me about this bar? What do you mean? Weird stories, fun stuff, interesting facts. You're being seen by average 6,000 people. Make their time worth it. Let's see then. Last weekend, we held a party for the Sci-Fair Toy Company. Button back up my vest. And it's a company run completely by dogs. Really? This place was completely overrun by corgis. Wait. Corgis? Did you really serve drinks to corgis? I totally bugged this wrong. Oh, man. Corgis? Tuxedo clad, talking corgis. Yeah, we did. We absolutely did. Wow, awesome! Wait, you're not shitting me, right? I wish I was shitting you, trust me. What else? Let's see. Donovan D. Dawson from the Augmented Eye was here for 3 nights in a row, doing God knows what, and drinking quite a few beers, if I do say so myself. That perfumed chauvinistic bastard? Huh, there's that word again. Just the other day, someone from the Augmented Eye interviewed me, actually. What did they ask? Oh, the usual bullshit. Who I was, what I did, future plans, inspirations. The one that interviewed me was this small, meek girl with glasses. She seemed a bit bitter, though. I wonder why. But enough about that. Wait, can I see that glass over there? Sure. This signature! Is this Kiramiki's autograph? Yeah, she came here before her last concert. Get out, really? Is this some kind of secret hidden bar of the stars or something? Not really, we're just in the right place at the right time. What kind of person is she when she's not on stage? I've tried to get a meeting with her and she actually seemed willing, but she's always busy. A very nice girl, actually. She seems to be completely invested in her work. She loves what she does, and it shows. You'd think she'd be some sort of diva, but as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the nicest people I've met. I knew it! I knew she was nice! Her passion shows at her concerts, you know. She's so spontaneous. Her performances are never the same. Every time she sings Shine Spark, I feel like my soul is warming up like a high-performance computer. Shine Spark! I find myself singing into the shower all the time. And those who pay premium can hear me sing every day. It's $99.99 a month. Go premium now. That aside, I was about to call bullshit on what you said. But I guess you do have some sort of proof for everything. Can I keep this glass? No. Pretty please? No. Party pooper. At least this bar might be more interesting than I initially thought. The one thing that'd make it perfect is if a pretty boy over there had a past with the KGB. Who told... Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy, huh? Are you gonna order anything else? What? Oh! Yeah, the whole getting wasted thing. I heard of a drink called a Bad Touch. Give me a big one of those, please. A big, bad touch. Help me. Coming right up. Let's give her a... Big, bad touch. With 2 Bronzonade extract, 2 powdered delta, 2... Not one of those. 2 Bronson, 2 powdered, 2 flanner, 4 Karmatrain, and I'm gonna let her off the hook with the Alks. She already had a big drink tonight. Ice, rocks, mix. Bad touch. Green. Like my electric watermelon. Here. I was expecting something dirtier. We have olive brine. I can pour in a bit if that's what you want. No, not that. With such a dirty name, it feels like the drink ought to come in a phallic glass or be this thick, white liquid. That would have skyrocketed the viewers at least threefold. Don't you have anything like that? Nope. I'll have to make do with this condensed milk when I get home. Friendly reminder that today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Buy a year of premium membership for a neat code. Said code will net you a free trial of a VR experience with a model based on what? What's the deal with that VR experience? Well, a fan made an NND model of me. When Shining Finger asked me about a model for a partnership, I just contacted him. He got money for polishing the model, a lot more. I got my partnership, we all won. I even got him a year free of premium membership and a VR set. That's nice. Wait, what's NND? Don't tell me you haven't heard of Niku Niku Dance. I asked for a reason. It's music videos with 3D models. Yeah, that sounds like a good enough explanation. I see. To be honest, though, the model's a bit meatier than me. Not that I mind it, though, considering the use it gets. You know, I was expecting you to be more scared when I said that you're being watched by a lot of people. It's hard to be scared when you can't see these people. Like any of them. Is anybody there? Of course you are. But they're still here, you know? Sure, they're behind screens and sometimes at the opposite corner of the world. But every single one of my viewers is a real person with a real life. Not being here doesn't make them any less real. That's true. I understand, but it's just not the same. They're not here visibly paying attention to me. I don't get paranoid because of my phone contacts. That's true, I guess. So, tell me, what made a lady like you become a bartender? It's not exactly an exciting story. Does it involve a man? Nope. What about a crime? Nope. A childhood promise? Nah. A religious vow? A what? You're not gonna tell me that you just decided out of the blue to quit your job and start bartending? That's actually what happened, sorta. Oh, come on! No epiphany? Quarter-life crisis? Not even a hot teacher somewhere along the line? Life isn't always a young adult novel where every decision is a road cone. And that's a problem. 1/3 of my audience are teens that shouldn't be allowed to watch my streams. Throw me a bone here. There must be a nice mystical story you could tell me about yourself, Miss Bartender. Any teens out there? Good for you. You've made it this far. Well... yes! Sometime after I started working, I got an interesting client. He was a dark soul, a really old Lilla model. Apparently his power supply was running low. His charger was destroyed and he didn't have the money to buy upgrades or replacements. He also seemed to have neglected his maintenance. He was from the time when the collective source wasn't a cloud storage system, so we wouldn't be uploaded there once his body ran out of energy. Keep going! It was weird, you know? He was the only Lilum I've seen with a clear-cut fear of mortality. No transcendence for him, he would disappear once his batteries ran out. It's like knowing you'll vanish while everyone else passes on to heaven, he said. Oh man. Guess he felt bad about burdening someone else with his problems. So he went and gave me a fingertip of his that fell while we were talking. Before he left, he said, if you remember me, maybe a part of me will transcend. Bravo! 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 Touching, full of feeling, completely awesome! I'd pay to see a movie like that. So, what happened to the finger? I made a pendant out of it. I carry it with me at all times. Even while bathing? Almost all times. Now that I think about it, how do you handle the stream if you want to watch a movie or something? I have a plugin that lays mosaic censorship over whatever I watch on TV or in the theater. I see. Okay, this is getting stale. I'm gonna heat this up. Even if I have to do it myself. We need to drop a cow in here. Miss Barker's dinner. Get me drunk. I don't care how. Just do it. Okay. She's asking me to get her drunk. No matter what. That's an interesting request. Too much clothing, says one of the people in the background. Too much clothing. Take it off, I say. I say take it off. Hey, wanna die? Let's see. What's Malcoholic? Oh, wait. There's one of these that has a ton in it. What is it? Which one is it? I know. That's 6th and optional. That's the one. Actually, the last time I played this, I did get her drunk. You know, I'm gonna do something not drunk at all. I'm turning the paradigm on its head. She says get me drunk. I'm not gonna do that. Aged and mixed. There's your fluffy dream, which I'm just going to tell you is alcoholic. Much like if somebody came up to me and said, "Oh, another one," I'd be like, "You're not getting another one. I'm not giving it to you. I still want another one. I'm gonna stay here until you get me another one. Just be like, all right, here's your vodka on ice with water, and be like, this is the best vodka on ice I've ever had. If they're that inebriated, otherwise maybe they just wouldn't know at all. So, nope. Bit hot, but not lightheaded. Then again, I'm always hot-headed. Your drinks are either too light or I'm more resilient to alcohol than I thought. Okay, let's try this from a different angle. You ask the questions. What kind of questions? I don't know, I'm not the bartender. Do your bartenderish thing. What made you decide to start streaming yourself 24/7? See, that's what I'm talking about. You're the bartender here, bartender. Anyway, have you ever done something reckless or stupid because of peer pressure? I think that's something everyone has gone through. Well, it used to be that I very rarely succumbed to such problems. I was the type to never take risks or try new things. Every time I did, I was scolded rather than praised. What point is there in doing this stuff if nobody acknowledges you did well? But some time ago, I stumbled upon a friend who would stream herself talking. Nothing risque or noteworthy. She invited me on, and, well, the comments were intoxicating. The internet is such a big place, somehow I found within those comments people that acknowledged me. They encouraged me, even. After that stream, I tried doing something by myself. I turned on the camera, put on something cutesy, and started dancing to Kiramiki. At first, I pretended the camera wasn't there, but as soon as I saw the comments, something snapped within me. Lewd comments, praises, the usual random stuff. After seeing so many people interested in me, I started moving a lot more. No more shyness for me. After that, I started doing more. I sang, I cooked, I drew things, I even did a striptease at some point. Whenever I was streaming, I stopped being shy. So at some time I said, hey, this is the way I want to live all my life. And thus Streaming-chan was born. Is it difficult to keep that up? Not really. It's not like I'm acting or anything. I'm just being myself. I do need to mind the camera angles and that kind of stuff sometimes, but it's nothing major. And when I do, I need to mind that for only $99.99 a month. You can find out. Go premium. Go! Hey, you're good at this bartending stuff. Look at all the things you've made me say. Well, like seriously, what's your secret? How do you get people to talk? I never do that much, actually. Well, I mean, this is a bar after all. And one of the reasons people come to a bar is because they sometimes want to get things off their chests. So it's not a conscious trick you could teach in a 10-minute tutorial? No Jedi mind trick? No life hack or anything like that? Nope. You just need to be in the right place at the right time. Some professions make you that personal strangers others feel comfortable telling their secrets to. Of course, discretion helps, too. Hey, now that you mention it, I do blab a lot to my hairdresser. Pretty interesting stuff. No wild night tonight, but it did get interesting, though. Anyway, I should go, but before I leave, what's your name, Miss Bartender? I'm Lana Smithy. Alright, Miss Smithy. Thank you for a lovely night. But you stay here because the night is still young and there's a lot to do. Whoa, the floor is moving. Quite the lovely girl, huh? People like her physically hurt me with their presence. Think she'll come back? My mom always says you never know when the angels are saying amen. What does that mean? It means shut your mouth or you'll jinx it. Why didn't you give her your name? Would you like to reveal your name to someone like her? Good point. I'm gonna take my break now. It's been a while since I've needed a cigarette this badly. Alright. And it's break time. Chill relaxation with Jill. Chill with Jill. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Let's give this one a save. Save. Go over here. Boop. You've been saved. Oh, I didn't mean to move on yet. It's okay. I hope everyone's having a wonderful night so far. I am. If you two are able to imbibe, make yourself a drink. Grab something. Take a seat. Lounge around a little bit. If you are not of drinking age in your country of residence, grab a mocktail. You know, mocktails are totally cool. Virgin drinks? Lovely. Something a little sweet. Maybe a little orange juice and cranberry juice. That could be nice. Something like, get out a little bit. I mean, I'd consider chocolate milk to be some sort of like a mocktail. I mean, it's milk and chocolate syrup. It'd be lovely. In any case, for just a brief moment, I'm going to take a break. So I shall be back. See you in a bit. And I have returned from beyond the ether. Sip. Let's get started again. Ah, the lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. Let's see, do I have... I do have number 11. I'm going to switch that out. I have to... There we go. I love the song. Is this the one? That is the one. Putting that right at the top. Just doing a switch. And the other one was tense. Actually, I haven't... I'm just going to take out a couple of random ones. And add some others. Let's see. I don't know if I have that. That. Let's go with Synth-a-Stitch. It sounds awesome. It sounds awesome! Epic! All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh, anyway. I insist that it sounds like dynamite! No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool. You're a heavy-duty tool. Yes, I am. Wait, that... Damn it! Oh, welcome back. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more... pink the last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey, bartender, what did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite or something like that. Not you too. Do you think it's dynamite then? Well, no, I say it's a backfire. It's a gunshot! Firecrackers! See? Those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to, who's he? Gillian, nice to meet you. I don't know, you have more of the John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know, and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer. Oh, what the hell, I'll have a beer too. 2 beers coming right up. 2 beers. 2 Bieren. Bieren? 2 Bieren? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Mixer. Bop. That's a beer. And here's another one. Mix. Oh, mix. And mix some more. Back to the jukebox. I'm feeling that right now, so I'm going for it. Beers! Beers for everyone. Everybody gotta grab a beer. You got a beer. You got a beer. Everybody have a beer. Betty want a beer? Do you want a beer? Joe want a beer? Joe wants a beer. Thank you. Man, after work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea. So what brings you here today? I suggested coming here after work. It's Friday. A drink to kick off the weekend is one of those little things that makes life worthwhile. But he did only suggest it after I found him hugging a stuffed corgi in his office. A stuffed corgi? A plushie, not an overfed dog. I see. Wait, you have an office? Yeah. What's weird about that? Thought you'd have a cubicle or a kennel. A kennel. I mean, you don't hear much about office boys getting their own offices. It's not hard, considering the rest of the staff don't use chairs or tables. Even I have my own office. I don't know about that. The mess they left in the bathroom usually requires someone with thumbs. Chairs and tables seem like lesser evils. And you're the veterinarian, after all. A kennel. What about a kennel? I don't know. I just thought it'd be cute if one day I went to work and they had one waiting for me. Like they saw me as one of them. So, where did you get the plushie? Oh, I gave it to him. It was my gift last Mega Christmas. Wait, so he got defensive over being caught hugging a gift you gave him? That's the funniest part. He acted like I didn't know he had it. I was just glad he was enjoying it, you know? Why are you two talking like I'm not here? Because you're not giving any input anyway. So how's stuff up at, Doglandia? Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line. Farmer Fabrics, that name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh yeah, that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and so much saliva everywhere. Oh. But anyway, dog clothes? We hired a new employee and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs were embarrassing, you know. But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see, I'll have a Brantini. 2 Brantinis? Then. Let's get 'em. 2. Count 'em. 2 Brantinis. Brand. T. Ni. That's each and mixed. That's a Brantini. Brand. T. Ni. Aged, mixed. Let's go. Woo! Like clockwork. Here you go. You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, Deal. Not all of us spend their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college. You missed nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura. What about her? She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well it's almost painful. It's so cliched that I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe. It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche, you just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is. Kick. Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people. I wasn't going to kick her. Why do you think I'd kick her? Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine, guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. Honor, she says. Well, maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has potential, and I'm not going to let her waste it. Jill, I'm gonna go check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope, I'm just the veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organized the meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look so too uptight, and at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt. She wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt. That kilt was awesome. Damn, she has nice hearing. Now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same thing with Jill here. Amazing, you actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. I did. What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it, really. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said, like you'd like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much. What did you think about Gil then? He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round. Sounds like a good idea. You'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your taste and drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then 2 strong drinks. Manly drinks. I don't care which ones. Well, you shut up. 2 strong drinks. Manly. Manly strong drinks. Let's go for manly drinks. Interesting, there's no womenly drink section. Which I guess would be the... Oh, just kidding, there's a girly section. And all the other ones, I guess, are for people in between and beyond these 2 criteria categories. Something manly and strong. Like... Gut punch? Maybe. What about Pile Driver? Not enough alcohol. Suplex, also not enough alcohol. Mars Blast, still not enough. Crevice Spike? Yeah, I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. 2 Crevice Spikes. Crevasse Spike, if you will. And you don't have to will either, it's totally your prerogative. All blended. Not going for the thing again. I'll shake this towel. Click. That's a curve spike. That's a curve spike. Curve spike. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake. Shake this towel, shake this towel, shake this towel, shake this towel. And it's been blended. And we move on with our sad existences. 2 crevice spikes for you. Enjoy it. Underappreciated drink. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Really? Get out of here. What was that? There's a drink nobody asks for. Really? Nobody ever asks for the crevice spike? I have learned something new today. Ooh, lucky me. Mr. Achievement Boy over here. Here. Now, drink. Gulp. Oh, man up, you'll get used to it. Hey, Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank. Jill? First year, high school. Guy I had my eyes on for a whole year had asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place. What do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Sorry, the worst part isn't that they set me up, but rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, and so when it all happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicion that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap! Yeah? These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. It's better to learn by tripping yourself. Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me for the past couple of days. If I were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke. Well, I'd suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours? Waterboarding. What? The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most. The Girl Scouts also taught how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But, yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended. Gina. Which one was that again? Blonde. Flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button. Oh, yeah. She came to the office Christmas party, right? That's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill. Bye. Please, come again. Back. Those damn cats moving the internet antenna? Oh yeah, Gil, some guy said I should tell you that the bunny's late. Whatever that means. Oh, shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead. Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention. Everything will be easier. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial. Hello, Jill. Did I give her an accent? I don't remember if I did. I'm gonna go with Southern Bow. I'm going with it. Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today. Not really. I was just around the neighborhood and... Right. Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected at my house and thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really, I don't know what to say, thanks. Well, it's nothing really. This just in! The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Oh God, say! Wonder if she'll be alright. Hello, Jamie. Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank? The news flash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly. From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though. I see. Guess the bunny was late. He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you? Give me a Mars Blast. Coming right up. Jamie wants a Mars Blast. Wants a Mars Blast. Not a Mercury Blast. Not a Moon Blast. Mars Blast. Speaking of Mars, Perseverance landed on Mars a little bit ago. Another rover. I have no idea why they sent it up there. I'm not super well read on stuff like that. Oh well. It's all up there now. I think I did that right. 6, 1, 4, 3, 2. Blended. Blended. Good to hear that humanity is branching out from our tiny little microcosm of a planet. I think that's pretty fucking cool. Stop. Mars Blast. 1 Mars Blast. Yeah, this is the one. Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? Then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. So how have you been doing? I was working a contract actually. But the targets inside the Apollo Trust Bank figured I'd simply leave them for B for now. And then you came for a drink. Yeah. Part of me wants to ask who your target is, but I'm guessing it's a secret. I can tell you that it appears to be part of a power struggle somewhere. Has a target ever made you a counteroffer to go after the one that sent you? They usually don't live long enough. I also don't like it when a target who's seen my face manages to survive. What happened? Nothing. I just suddenly thought, what if someone sent you after me? I'd reject the contract. You would? I don't ask the name of many people you know, and I always remember those whose names I've asked. They're real, in my eyes. I like to know them better, and to some extent I care about them. I need that because otherwise... Otherwise? Nothing you should concern yourself with. But don't worry, unless you suddenly find yourself caught in the middle of a power struggle, the only way I see you become entangled up in that kind of mess is if you find yourself too involved with gangs. Thanks for the advice, I guess. Still, the thought of people hiring others to kill somebody is... I can't wrap my head around that. I don't want to... I don't want to either. The world can be a dark place, Jill. Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright? This isn't the first time a bank is closed like that, but something is off about this. Off? How? Jamie, I don't know. Maybe it's the hour. Maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's just hope I'm overthinking it. Yeah. Are you worried about something? A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... Never mind. Do you want something else? Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple. Sure. Get him a beer then. Beer's easy. Easy mode. Beer. There you go. Here. I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history. Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds, build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born. You seem to know a lot about this. Nah, just enough. Last time you came, you mentioned something about going haywire. What did you mean? I'm intrigued. Have you ever felt like your sanity has slipped right by you? Well, a client earlier tonight was driving me nuts, but aside from that, no. Truth be told, neither have I. But I'm afraid of it happening. How so? I don't know. Just have the lingering fear that at some point I won't be myself. I'll go crazy. I'll wake up a stranger to myself and I won't care. It's just an irrational fear that lingers in me and there's nothing I can do about it. Like the fear of cockroaches for some people. Only, instead of fearing a crawling nuisance, you fear lunacy. Something like that. Sometimes I wonder if uploading my brain would solve all these problems. Well, that technology is still a ways off. I've heard of a couple of experiments regarding the technology, but it seems everything's still too buggy. We'll have to wait until it's safe then. Until then, don't worry too much about those possibilities, unless they're tangible enough. Otherwise, you're no better than a hypochondriac. Good point. The way you said it makes it sound less like something you feel might happen. Something you're just afraid could happen at some point. That's pretty much it, yeah. Doesn't that make you saner, I mean? Were you really on your way to becoming an unhinged maniac? I don't know if you'd think about it at all. You might have a point there. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill. Same here, always a pleasure. Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back. Please, come again. Whew. All done. You want to stay here? Seems streets are quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. It should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep, to be honest, I asked my mom for it. She had been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking him that for about 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it, used up all the past gifts. Oh. Feels a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that, when you're 27. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So, what will the nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan, walls, and one piece of cloth, so I picked my kotatsu, too. You have a kotatsu? You know what a kotatsu is, boss? I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a kotatsu, not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold, and the heater might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day and grab a beer, yeah? Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. Careful out there. Total earnings, 1,300. 13,780 drinks total, 750 mistakes, none. Commission 30%. Today's payment $225. Tips $350. Flawless service bonus. Wink 500. Get a nice wall pattern or something. Bonus 400. Today's total transfer 1,475. Total funds 2,520. Feels good. Feels good, my friends. You have no notifications or reminders. Jill wants to buy a fan, even though it's winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting too distracted. Well, I wouldn't want myself to get too distracted. My cat 4 says, "What's a nano camo?" Something to liven up things in this room. So go to the shop and buy a fan. I need a fan. It's in the middle of winter, but I want me a fan. Where is the fan? There's a fan. Did I miss that? Cartridges, cracked Aruma, movie poster, thing, Alex figurine, cracked. What's going on? Cartridges, game poster. Am I missing this somewhere? Wiki poster. Pause broken. They say these bring luck. Nope. Cute clay houses. Did I miss it somewhere? Next page. Joker Cyclone. Ha! Despite the noisy name, it's just a fan. Fans are good, though. Really good. Fans are good. Really good. Anywho's it? Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. You can now use Nano Camo to customize your room. Let us see about that. I will investigate that after checking the other things out. Let's see about Danger You. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Apollo Bank is being attacked, and no one is reporting it? You actually surprised? Considering the nature of their threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward! Do we have any resources there? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters? That's not the way to help the people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Let's wait for more info. This is closed. Streaming Chan thread. Streaming Chan went nuts last night. Where the hell is she now? I don't even recognize the place she's at right now. Doesn't look pretty either. At least she's getting some rest. What did I miss? Streaming Chan went to Valhalla, got a bit drunk, and got the hell out of there all hyper. Tried to steal snacks from a vending machine, but the thing defended itself with an electric shock. I'm gonna marry Streaming Chan! That's freaking nuts. You just don't mess with those things. She fell asleep from the shock. As expected from Streaming Chan. I just hope nothing happens to her while she lays there. Falls asleep at a shoddy back street in Glitch City. She'll be fine. This thread is closed. Somebody is screaming outside of our car. It's freaking me out. The streets of Philadelphia. Ah, but now they're Glitch City. A white knight just beat me up. Fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. And when I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 white knights stopped me. They started asking for my ID. I also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID. What the fuck? Like, why would I have that on me? There's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. And because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. I, of course, refused, but they'd lose their patience. And one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. This thread is closed. Ooh. Freaky. Police? Night brutality? Not a fan. More stuff from the Augmented Eye. Pollution to reach historic levels next year by Kimberly Vallette. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. Uh-oh. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution there next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in the report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. The Augmented Eye is being attacked by AE staff. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. Thank God I don't pay those fuckers a sub. For a sub. Blech. I hate sites like the New York Times that make you like pay after a certain number of articles. You could just open up a incognito browser, do a little F12 in Google Chrome. That'll work. That's how I get past that stuff. Or you stop loading the page fast enough that it never determines whether you came back or not, and it can't send you a response. Anyway, alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating by Kimberly Vallette. Hijacked screens at the downtown Casanova announced that seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counter-terrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at this time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. That's all of our news from the Augmented Eye. Let's look at the Nano Camo app. Let's change the room up a little bit. Nano Camo, I guess, has to do with like maybe these nanobots that they've got that they install on your cloths and I don't know, shit like that. And it can change the color of your walls and shit like that. Whatever. Eat these cherries. Oh, they're so sweet. Oh, that is so sweet. Don't want to stickify my mouse. About mascot? Nah, it's fine. It's customized. I have a lot of money. How much money can I spend? I don't really know. Let's see. Got plaid? No plaid. There's no plaid. I don't see any plaid. Plaid's my color. You do not have my color. You know, nice blue? It's not a really nice blue. I'll go with Hackerman Green. Hackerman Green. Hackerman in your neighborhood. Let's see the table. Got plaid table? Nah, no plaid table. I don't like any of these options. Honestly, I think the green goes well with the spirals. Wonderful. Sorry, I do not mean to slurp on camera. That is very, very tasty. If you ever get the chance to get those like these candied cherries, like candied pitted cherries in syrup. This stuff is awesome. It's really, really good. If you've got a sweet tooth, which I oftentimes don't, but when it does pop up, I just want something sweet, and so I'll go for it. Jill says, I hope Say is alright. I hope Say is okay too. Not spoiling, but everything's okay. Sorta. Find out later. Let's save to this one. I'm overwriting my previous save file. Oh no. It's okay, I've got them all backed up. Alrighty then. I run out of my first drink tonight. So, in light of that, I will take a big swig of water because you have to keep yourself hydrated. Be safe, everybody. Big long chug of water keeps you hydrated. As somebody I know once said, hydrate or dihydrate, but I'm gonna make another drink because I've run out. You at the bar, you run out of drink, bartender's like, you want another one? You're like, absolutely I want another one. The night is still young, so we'll do that. So I'm going to roller coaster the camera a little bit to bring it back to my cocktail position, as I'm calling it. One moment, I'm setting things back up. It is not a professional setup. I am not professional. Can I do that? Can I do it like this? This might... Okay, that doesn't work. I gotta do it around the other side. Sorry. Get a view of my wall for a hot second. There we go. Let's see if that's okay. Let's angle it down just a little bit. Eventually, I'm just gonna buy another one of these $15 cameras from Amazon and just set it up separately so that, you know, it's easier. Excuse me. Anyway, I have a second drink that I'm prepared for tonight. Let's go to full screen, take out this, and turn on some music. While we make another cocktail. Why? I dressed up like a bartender. I should deliver on that. Let me quickly check my recipe guide. I use a book. There's no shame in that. I don't know all these things by heart. Let's see. Number 2. Again, I am using the little black book, bartender's black book that I got as a gift from my mother. She used to bartend as well, which was kind of one of the motivations that I wanted to do some bartending myself. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Nice. Stick around. This one's getting set on fire. Alright, fill glass with ice. I need a glass with ice. One moment, please. Or does this need the pre-chilled glass? It does not need the pre-chilled glass. Fill a glass with ice. Southern Comfort, I've got that. The Curaçao, the Schnapps, straight into chilled glass. I do need a chilled glass. Good thing I got one of those. Does it have ice on it? No, it wouldn't have nice ice on it. If it did have ice on it, it just wouldn't be good. Did I chill a glass? Oh no! I don't think I did. I don't think I chilled the glass. Ah! That's okay. I do need ice from over here anyway. Don't worry, I'm not gone. I'm just over here. Let me grab a thing from over here. That's a beautiful looking glass that hopefully... Honestly, I don't know why I'd want to chill this thing anyway. Spoiler alert, I'm setting shit on fire. That'll be fun. As always, please do not try this at home unless you have yourself properly set up for it. Let's see, a float of that. Yep. I will also need a spoon. I'll also need a little spoon. Got to get me a spoon for the float. Makes things easier. There's a little spoon. Freshly dried off from my dishwasher. Let's go for it. Okie dokie. This one is called the Flaming Blue Jay. The Flaming Blue Jay starts off with... Get the thing over here just so I don't make a mess of my desk. Excuse me for one moment. Let's do that. Set up my workspace. That hopefully won't absolutely crack on me. Let's do it. The Flaming Blue Jay calls for an ounce of Southern Comfort, which I have all these ingredients under here. Hold on just a moment. One moment. Cocktail processing. Libation loading. That's the wrong one. Spoiler. Let's go with the 1 ounce of Southern Comfort whiskey, which in my opinion has a bunch of berry notes to it. There's not a lot in here. I can use the small one. That's enough. I don't need another one. Let's put that over here for now. It's very berry forward, and it's lovely. You can absolutely drink that straight if you wanted to. It goes super duper well, in my opinion, with any whiskey based drink. Actually, there's a little bit of Grenadine left in there. Let me pour some water and fix that. Just like wash that out a little bit. I don't want the Grenadine getting in the way. I should be cleaning these between drinks, but I'm not gonna do that. Put it into my scrap over here. That should be just fine. Okay, ounce of Southern Comfort. What am I doing? Gotta put this over here. That's where it's going first. Ounce of Southern Comfort whiskey. Berry note forward. It's lovely. If you're struggling with a whiskey choice, and you want something that you may enjoy, and I'm not a big fan of like the hard stuff, I'd recommend Soka. And you can just water it down if you're not a fan of the alcohol. Whiskey and water is totally a drink. It's totally a cocktail, dude. It's totally a cocktail. I'm grabbing my blue Curaçao from before. It's gonna make it look blue. Who knew? Who knew? Pour a little bit of that. 1 ounce of that. As close as I can. As close as I possibly can. I tried to get things as close to the mark as possible, because that's just kind of the way I do things. I'm a very by the book kind of guy. I like it. Ain't no problem with that. Ain't no big thing if you didn't got that swing. Let's see. And I will add as well half an ounce of Peppermint Schnapps. Oh shit, wait a minute. I grabbed the wrong thing. I grabbed creme de menthe. It's also minty, but the wrong thing. Excuse me one moment while I correct myself. interesting because it's right next to the actual peppermint schnapps, which are DeKuyper, not Hiram Walker. It's not the expensive stuff, but it's the stuff that I have. So that's what I'm using. Did I not open this? I thought I opened this recently. Ah, whatever. Cracking open a bottle of peppermint schnapps. Alright, it's cold outside. It makes sense. Oop, this is a tough pour. It's heavy. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, there we go. Half an ounce of peppermint schnapps, which are pepperminty. A really awesome tasting thing that you can do with peppermint schnapps. It's called a haircut. To give a little, because I've had a couple of haircuts in my life. The haircut is you take one of your friends, somebody who trusts you, somebody who you trust, and you let them say, I'm going to give you a haircut. You sit them down into a lounge chair. I have to shake this up. You sit them down on like a lounge chair. You can sit them down on like a couch, a little love seat. And then what you do is you lay their head back so that it's mouth towards the sky. So in the open wide, and you start pouring a little bit, not too much. Don't drown your friend in peppermint schnapps. Peppermint schnapps into their mouth. And then when they say when, they put their finger up, they give a tap, or whenever you're done pouring, I guess. Depends on what kind of environment you're in. Then, you start pouring chocolate syrup in their mouth. And it tastes like a liquid peppermint patty. It is awesome. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. It's really, really cool. Okay. Next, I will pour this into my glass. It's going to be a little blue. It's blue. It's chilly. It's a small drink. It's no problem. The flaming Blue Jay. Sometimes you gotta wonder. Flaming? What do you mean flaming? What do you mean flaming? It's not on fire. Oh. Hold your horses. This actually might not be a very good container with this, so I'm gonna try and see if this big shot glass works better. I had this just in case. Yeah. That's gonna work better. That's gonna work much better. Alright, that's fine. Wipe that off a little bit. Just keep this to the side. The side with the other one. There we go. Put it over here. Sure. And now, I am going to very carefully pour actual flammable... I mean, alcohol is flammable. Alcohol is very flammable. And if you have something that's high in alcohol, it's very, very flammable to the point where it can ignite. Please, I caution, so much caution. Don't do this in an enclosed environment. Don't be stupid with it. If you don't feel safe with it, don't do it. If you're gonna try it, I mean, regular fire safety. Just don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. And it says half an ounce floats. I guess I can put half an ounce and float it. I don't know why that's necessary, but alas. Let's do half an ounce and float it. I'm not sure if that's gonna work though. Oh, this is, by the way, overproof rum. So this is rum that is 151 proof, meaning it is 75.5% alcohol. It's not super palatable on its own, but it can get the job done. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Usually when you want to float something, you breach the surface just a little bit, the back of a spoon, bar spoon, and you very lightly drizzle whatever's on top without getting it on the ground. Please, Cameron, stop. Stop, Cameron. No, not on the towel. It really isn't a big deal. As you can see from the camera right now, ding ding, it's floating on top. It is a float. That's why we call it a float. And my towel's got some flammable stuff on this. By the way, of course, fire safety. I do have water nearby, and there is a fire extinguisher right outside the apartment. And in the event of that, the stream is ending. I'm not continuing to go if the place catches on fire. I'm a little hot under the collar. I'll admit that. A little scary. A little scary. Anyway, as you can see, I will show once again. That's that dark on top. That is flammable. Baccardi. I'm sorry, not Baccardi. Is it Gosling? Gosling 151 overproof rum. The effect. I'm turning the lights off because wouldn't look cool if not. I also have a little propane torch back here. You might be able to see that. Fire safety. Nothing flammable. Not around here, except for computers. So just watch. And it's on fire. Yay! Everybody's happy. Fire, fire. Don't drink that. Put it out first. Or impress your friends. And do it again. Woo! As always, whenever you're doing something like this, do not drink it. Do not drink it while it's on fire. Be careful what glass you put it in. Heat transfer is a thing. If your glass is very, very cold, and you put something hot in it, your glass might crack. If your glass cracks with flammable liquid in it, guess what happens? Your desk sets on fire. Your laptop sets on fire. Everything catches on fire. Your family catches on fire. You catch on fire. I don't want that. I don't want to catch on fire today. I am not a trained professional like that. But this, ooh, it's warm now. This is the Flaming Blue Jay, and it was on fire. If you're interested in seeing it caught on fire, clip that shit. It's very interesting to note, and this could still crack at any time, so I'm going to keep it on the towel here. It's not on fire anymore, so it's not an issue, but the top of this glass is very warm. The bottom is very cold. If this glass is not up to the task, it would be a big old bad day for Cameron. But that's why I have the towel. Put things down so that the towel doesn't move. Let's see. It smells like burned sugars. It smells like if you took sugar and like set it on fire just for a little bit and caramelized it, because, you know, there's a little bit of sugar in this stuff. And when you burn sugar, like, it smells like burning sugar. That's what it smells like. Let's see what it tastes like. Glass is not hot to the lips, by the way. And if you wanted to after this, you could probably want to stir that up a little bit. You don't have to. I'm going to, because I already know what the overproof tastes like. Just give it a little... There should be ice in there, but... that's fine. Ooh, that is interesting. Let's see, this one is... It's minty, especially. The schnapps really come through. There's... On the aftertaste, on the back of the tongue, it lingers with that mintiness, but it also comes back with the whiskey. It's honestly a little hard for me to tell the difference between like the berry notes in the Southern Comfort and the orange notes of the Blue Curaçao. I think they fit really well together. I think it gels rather well. And of course, this shit was on fire. That's so cool. I love fire when done properly. In any case, I will now move back to the live screen because the drink has been made. The drink has been made. The music go off, and we go back to the live screen so that I don't send people into a tizzy when I move the camera back to its proper place. A little view of the wall. Come back to here, and I awkwardly look into the camera to get things all nice and good. You get a beautiful look at my torso. Beautiful torso. What color is that? It's purple. It's purple color. Let's see. Is that comfortable? I'd say that's comfortable. That's pretty comfortable. What do you think? Well, Cameron, I think that's pretty good. Well, Cameron, I think it's as good as you think it is. Thank you, Cameron. I really appreciate your opinion. Anyway, let me jack myself back into cyberspace so I can hear the music of the game. Alright. A little weird. A little wonky. Oh, but if you're into it, be into it. Let's get back to bartending. This vest really doesn't like when I sit in the chair like this. Oh, this is so annoying. There we go. You gotta dress the part. This reminds me, this type of, like reading from, it feels like I'm reading from a script. It reminds me of my acting days in high school and middle school. And like, if you put on the costume, you want to feel the part. I always loved, I kind of stopped doing performance stuff when college started because I wanted to focus on academics and whatnot. Also, like, the particular community that I was with, it didn't really gel well with me. So I was like, I'm just put it to the side for now. But, you know, years passed, and when it's such a part of your being, you're like, I gotta get back to that place. I gotta get back to that place that you want to get back to. It was really, the feeling of the stage is really, it's different. The limelight feels good. I mean, obviously, I don't know what it feels like to be like an actual star or anything, and I don't know if I ever want to, honestly. One step at a time. One step at a time. Anyway, Back to work with my bad self. Let's go for it. Saturday, December 17th. Good evening. Huh, I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. Hell yeah, you can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. It's never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. Oh, my fiancé texted me. Love you, dearest. Love you, Anna. I hope you have a wonderful rest. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. To the bar. The bar, the bar, the bar. What did you say? Says Dana. Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him, though. If you say so. Say, what's in this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum, nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottled drinks tab and drag it to the shaker. Before mixing, rum. Grand Papoose. Give it a shake. Wapow. It's rum. Who knew? Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Back to the jukebox. Jukebox, jukebox. Jukebox, jukebox. I'm cool with it. Requests? Get them next time. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. Just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming here. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's get this brain a blue fairy. Blue fairy it is. Alrighty. I want to see what happens when a brain gets drunk. I really want to see what happens when a brain gets drunk. Yeah, all aged and mixed. The blue fairy. Here you go. Nice. This is the thing. So, how are you gonna... oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system living do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Taylor. Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. Oh, yes. A cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yup, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, what, why? What, does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a lot in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the great living bottled brains in the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities.
In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer.
I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh?
Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, even I have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one?
Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though?
Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time.
Have you come here before?
Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name?
It's Jill. My name is Jill.
Jill, that's a really cute name.
Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today, what with the commotion around it all?
It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, certainly didn't.
It's gonna take more than cryptic but honest news to stop me. I'm a brain in a jar, after all.
You were awfully energetic. Did you know that?
Sorry, does that bother you?
No, not at all. Just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy.
While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy?
I wonder.
Do you want to make me happy, Jill?
Depends on what it takes.
Don't worry, just give me a beer.
Alright then, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. I happen to remember, that's the only drink I remember how to make. It's really, really common. Like I said, actually, I want to get this brain drunk.
I want to see what happens when a brain gets drunk.
I often can't hold myself to my own expectations, so oftentimes I forget. But I caught myself on that one. It's a big old beer for a big old brain. Here, a beer.
Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer's always good.
Hey, Taylor, may I ask something a little indiscreet?
You can ask anything you want.
While you had your other body, were you male or female?
That's actually quite the question. Especially considering I don't really know the answer either.
You don't?
I mean, I remember my name was Taylor. In fact, I remember every detail of my life, but the one thing that's a bit blurry.
Blurry.
Yeah, the team that put me here said that it might be a side effect of the whole process. But my family and friends say that even in life, I didn't put too much thought into questions about gender. So in the end, we're back to square one.
Wait, don't you have pics or anything else?
To be honest, I've chosen not to look too deeply into my old identity. Partly because I'm happier in this ambiguous state. But also because I have this gut feeling I'm not psychologically prepared to see what I look like.
I feel so bad now that I gave this brain a droopy underwater voice. I feel so insensitive now. The show must go on.
Bad Cameron. I don't know. I feel like if I do, I might crumble.
Damn. Just out of curiosity, in a third-person scenario, how should one refer to you?
By my name.
I guess that makes sense.
If you absolutely need to use pronouns, refer to me like you'd refer to any other house appliance. A TV or anything like that. And it.
Are you okay with that?
In the end, even if I can speak, I'm just an object. It's actually something I've internalized a long time ago, even with my original body.
I see.
If that doesn't make you comfortable, feel free to use neutral pronouns. To be honest, you can refer to me however you want. I don't really pay mind to that.
But this isn't about what makes me comfortable.
You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk.
Damn.
if you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilim can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain is a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Just old Alma? Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry. You don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in little maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Let's make a cobalt velvet. Straight from Taylor to Alma. Oh, I can't switch slots. Thought I might have to. Let's see. Cobalt velvet for Alma. I like her normal. So we're not doubling up that one. On the rocks and mixed. The cobalt velvet has been made, and before I move on, I am taking a brief repast. Be back in the hottest of seconds.
Welcome back. I say to everybody, and honestly I should be saying welcome back for myself, because I was the one who left you. Anyway, Cobalt Velvet. It's for Alma. From Taylor, the brain in a jar. Here for you. Your drink. I hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys I've met. 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. Feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've gotta go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye-bye, brain in a jar. Will we ever see you again? Who knows? Bye. Please come again. That Taylor show was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before, but can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta's the eldest one, and there's Diana just before me. Then comes Ava, and at the bottom lies Bella... Sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do, not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. It seems he was his friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you projected him in a stadium, fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks.
I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I, honest to God, can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Kachikwe? Huh, interesting name. What does it mean? Ah, Kachikwe is the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and rum. Anyway, let's just give her a fringe weaver. F for fringe weaver. Interesting that, like, in this game, all the cocktails' names fall under just 8 letters. None of them are vowels, so it's not like you can make... I wonder if there's like a puzzle in that somewhere. Not that it'd have any effect on the game, it'd just be cool. Fringe weaver, that is so alcoholic. So alcoholic. Alma, what are you doing to yourself? Enjoying yourself, clearly. It's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Excuse me. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Fringe weaver, go down. Fringe weaver, go down. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask the questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she's always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh, didn't you get something like your mom's autistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, it just kind of said, that's it, one day, and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France, to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon adoglycieur est plein d'anguilles. I butchered that. Oh, what does that mean? Rubbish. I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try, though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know, all of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't ever. It sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info, like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone?
A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from the different angles. And it's not something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is the strength in security. It's something that's always evolving. That's the whole point of everything, is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. I didn't think about it that way. It is less actiony than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. She wants a classy drink. And I shall get for her a classy drink. For I am the bartender. I make drinks. I change lives. I wear ties. I have a vest. I am the best. Classy drinks. Let's go with the, My favorite color is blue. We're going with Cobalt Velvet. Why? I just told you, silly. My favorite color is blue. It's a wonderful, wonderful color. It's the color of the sky, the color of the sea, the color of my water bottle, it's the color of half the shit I have, it's the color of my overlay, and various other things in my life. It's the color of this thing. All the rocks are mixed. It's the color of a lot of things, actually. I mean, everything's got a color. It's such a cool looking glass. I have a glass very similar to that. It's but it's not. I mean, it's not circular in any way, shape, or form. It actually kind of looks like a crystal. Maybe I'll pull it out later. Shit like that is super cool. Cobalt Velvet. It's like champagne served in a cup that had a bit of cola left. Nice. I wonder if you could get that color with like a little bit of like whatever the flavoring agent is in a Coca-Cola. Maybe if you boil it down, I think it comes out like a black sludge though. I don't know if you change the color to something that bright. But like something cola-y without the caramel color of Coca-Cola, and you put that with a little bit of Curaçao, and it would probably come out like a lightish blue. That'd be interesting. I'd love to see that. That'd be really cool. That'd be so cool. Anyway, Cobalt Velvet. Classy. Burning. Bubbly. Here you are. Yep. Just what I needed. Thanks. You're welcome. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend it too much on things other than food and bills. I may be maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that, oh, I know, if you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. No. Maybe moving my stuff around through the stairs because the elevator's broken, having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats are shut in that get very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? Excuse me. I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. Chill. That little melody there actually reminds me a lot of like those particular, like, I'd call it esoteric type of techno music that just kind of it they make sounds. They tell the computer to make a sound that's proven to like make your brain react in a certain way. Wow, that is going to get very confusing. The 5, the 6, the 7, whatever. Stuff like that is like really really cool, and it really gets me. It gets me feeling that I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but there's this feeling you get. It's like you're watching a show and it's really emotional. You listen to a song and it's just right, and you kind of get that shiver. And I think the French word for it is frisson. Frisson. Anyway, I love that feeling, and I get it a lot with those type of pieces of music where it's like I'm only call it techno because I don't think there's a way to approximate that with like any real like physical piece of instrument. I mean, I guess like things like a pan flute got that certain feeling to it as well. It's very relaxing. It's very I don't want to say tropical, but I'm just going to say otherworldly as a very broad term of something that just kind of it takes you away from where you are currently. And that little blip there, like the da 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 da, kind of gets that to me. I didn't get the shutter. I didn't get the shutter this time because I've listened to the soundtrack so many times. It doesn't always give me that frisson feeling, but I really like stuff like that. And the reason I was thinking about it was just the other day, I was hanging out with my brother, and he's a music guy. He knows the music. Pretty musical family. My dad's a very music guy. My brother's a really musical guy. He studies his music and stuff. And he suggested me this band by the name of Sevish, which was it's very techno. It's very what I would call esoteric, but it's got a lot of those just notes that just persist, and they go. I could say they're piercing to the psyche. Very very cool. I listened to it in the car ride home the other day through some of the snow. It was like it kind of took you to another place. Like you're driving, but your brain's like existing elsewhere. And that sounds terrible, by the way. You should be paying attention when you drive, but like it kind of maybe I should stop talking on that. It feels nice to be in other places, you know. But it's very cool, and the album art is all fractals. Fractals are awesome. My favorite fractal is the Mandelbrot fractal. Anyway, I've talked about that stuff enough. Let's move on. Let us move on. I shan't waste any time. It's time for the game. It is now safe to keep playing. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing my game. As I drink my comically green cocktail. It is very green. What did I put in that again? It was the Schnapps, the Curaçao. Oh, okay. It's mixing with the brown of the Southern Comfort. That'll do it. That is why it is so green. Did I ever share how green that was? If I turn on this light, it looks a lot more green. Really can't see that. Sorry. Back to the game. I was gonna turn this light because it looks terrible. Cold. That is exactly how I feel because it's cold outside and I don't like the cold. That's why I had my heater on for a while. Okay, back to it. Let me take a swig of water. The old vocal cords get a little tired sometimes. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh ho! Were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't she be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you! Do you just like my presents so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. Dorothy wants something sweet and alcohol-free, so we'll go for the street drinks. Sugar Rush, a classic. Truly a classic, and she's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna make her a big drink to make her pay more. Sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. Sweet, girly, and happy. That's the Sugar Rush, and it is so pink! I want a drink that's pink. How would I do it? Something raspberry-y, probably. Or gin-y, like slow gin. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely, and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's all mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep, why? Nothing, I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me! Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself. Thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer log into some account and says, that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until we try, right? Last time I said I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. It was a success. Okay then, let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target, OS, servers, how the information is stored, all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits, as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, when I'm finally in, I go retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info somebody already gave me, but the usual way is using a buffer overflow. Buff. What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anyone before. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead.
Suggestive scenes. Yeah.
Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me.
Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, make millions. Horny little more an unexploited market. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here.
Your ride?
Yup, my brother-in-law came to look for me.
Is it alright to ask that from him?
It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happened that he got married to my sister.
Hey Dorothy, you need a ride?
Can you drop me by 3rd Street?
Sure, it's on the way.
Yay, I'll take your offer then.
Bye, honey.
Later, Jill.
Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get?
Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of the suburban deserts. A place where lost, corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone, from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie, can just sit to gill their insides. Truly, a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical.
Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then?
17.
Excuse me?
I said 7 plus teen.
What does that mean?
What does it mean to you?
Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right?
Only if you want it to be. What the hell does 17 mean?
I'm guessing, if we start at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 17! Piano Man! Piano! Whose idea was this? It was this guy's idea for the Piano Man. It is all on the rocks, and it is mixed as we sing ourselves a song, The Piano Man. That's 17 to me. It's sour, it's promo, it's strong. How is this 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't.
Ooh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky.
And what brings you here, Mr.
I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I wanted to see the souls of resting warriors, the winded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory.
Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Well, then give me an example. Not zoologist, bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. Memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Pfft, takes over a pride. You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No. And Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table. Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay then. I give up. 17 is us. Every human. 17 pairs of chromosomes. That is the whole foundation. You and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers. It's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay! Plum floating perfumed bottle. Son of a bitch. I already know that that's the fedora. With perfume and a plum, it's weird. It's fantastical. It's odd. It's plum fume. Drink it. Here. Ha! You didn't. Wait. You did. Enjoy. I will. I'll drink this, perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender. You ever thought about death? How? What if we were already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered the door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we're not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me. That's all that matters. Such a clues-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The habanera has started. It means the twilight of the gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order! What? Whoa. A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful! I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that the several White Knight squads have been used to cover
Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counterterrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. Hiccups, bad time. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay here tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Zenkatao on hand, just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil, 4. I hope everything's better by tomorrow. Total earnings, 16,870. Drinks total 2,740. Mistakes, 1. Commission, 25%. Today's payment, 685. Tips, 350. Flawless service bonus, not granted. Sleep tight. I'll protect you. Today's total transfer, 1,335. Total funds, 2855. Oof. Shit is going down in Glitch City. Would you look at that? Take a save. This gets confusing now. After that, oy vey, that is really gonna get confusing. Yike. It is time for me to take a quick break. Once again, when you drink, you need to pee. You need to drink. You drink water. You drink a lot of water. You gotta get out of here. You know the deal. Or maybe you don't, in which case, more power to you. Break time. See you in a bit.
welcome back to everyone and me. My apologies. It took a little longer than I was expecting. I was preparing stuff. Turns out, I ran out of drink again. So, make another. I had 3 prepared for tonight. Things that weren't necessarily simple. Because, honestly, I will do this anyway. One of my more recent hobbies is to just mixology stuff. Never worked as a bartender. I want to. I think it would be really, really cool. But I haven't gotten there yet. Alas. This whole global thing right now is not the best time to start. Plus, I'm still finishing up school. I'll figure that out first. The next drink that I have prepared for myself this evening is a golden fizz, according to the Little Black Bartender book. You fill a glass with ice. What they mean by glass to begin with is my shaker. I need that shaker. So I'm going to fill, it really doesn't matter. I don't really care what size I end up using. You'd like to fill the small one up because it gets me a better idea of what kind of stuff is going to be in the glass. There's a little bit of water in here, so I'm just going to, I don't want the water. I don't want the water. I do not want the water. Just want the ice. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Pour that in the scrap bin. There we go. Scrap bin, not all over my desk. Why would I do that? Oh, why did I turn off the music? Silly me. The music back on. Hell yeah. Not for the people following at home. It's that Twitch soundtrack thing, so you won't hear it, but you people live. I hope it's okay. I hope it's not annoying. Anyway, Golden Fizz starts with your shaker full of ice. This one is gin heavy. I have gin. I have so much alcohol beneath my desk. It's usually not on the desk. It's elsewhere in my kitchen area. This one calls for 2 ounces of gin. I got some Blue Coat gin here. It was a pretty looking bottle. My favorite color is blue. I mentioned that. It's really cool looking. I love it. It's 2 full ounces of this. It's very, very gin heavy. I really like gin. It's one of my favorite spirits just because it's very, very botanical. There's a lot going on. I just spilled so much of it everywhere. Little splash. Nope. Maybe 2. Alright, that's better. Oops. Oh my god, I'm so drunk. Just kidding. There we go. Drink enough water, eat enough food, you'll be okay. That's the name of the game. Spreading it out over a good period of time. It's been a couple of drinks in the last 3 hours, so it's a little fast, but if you know your limits, you're gonna be okay. 2 ounces of gin. Oh, I did this wrong. Uh-oh. That's okay. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I need to add an egg white to this. I don't want to... Yeah, egg white in a drink. I don't want to completely massacre this thing. So what you do when you have an egg white is there, you emulsify it first by doing what's called a dry shake. You don't add ice to that. I'm going to put this back in one of my cups. Put the ice back in the cup. Because I don't want it just yet. Don't want the ice just yet. I'll get there in a little bit. But you'll put... Okay, I got stuff in there. Pour that back. That's only gin in there. It's just gin. Juniper. Anyway, I prepared... Well, there's the golden fizz or something different. Oh, I pre-prepared for myself a half an egg white. I was incorrect. It calls for a full egg white. Won't take me very long. I have the other one in the fridge. Have it prepared. don't crack a yolk in this. It's gonna taste weird. I keep them in little baby containers. Little baby juice containers. Pour that egg white in there. I do not want the yolk. Prevent the yolk from coming in. This is disgusting. Don't watch if you're squeamish. There we go. That's my egg white. Yolk's going back in the fridge. I'll eat that in the morning. Maybe I'll make myself another omelet. I actually made... I'm 23 years old, and today was the first day I actually made an omelet for myself. It's incredible. I was so proud of myself. It's like something that's always been within my grasp, but I never reached out and touched it. It was always right here, but I never grasped it. Anyway, adding a whole egg white to this. There it is. What that's going to do is it's going to add some froth to the drink. It's really not going to affect the flavor too much, least not in my opinion. Okay, with that, we add 1.5 ounce of sour mix. I don't like to use just sour mix in general because I don't have any control of what goes into it. So I'm going to use lemon juice instead. 1.5 ounces of that, to be exact. And I've got myself a lemon. Big old fat lemon that I don't want to completely juice. I'm going to get a wedge. Save it for later, because it comes for the garnish later. Let's see, how do I want to wedge this? Just let's take the sticker off, please. Thank you. Slap that on my don't fall. Slap that on my shaker. There we go. Sticker on my shaker. Let's go with chop off both ends of the lemon. Just makes things easier for me. I don't need that little nub getting in the way of anything. Scraps in the scrap bin that have now fallen on yet another laptop. I'm a mess. I'm just an absolute mess. Anyway, I'll do a little wedge. Cut this thing down the... I cut that the wrong way. No, it's okay. A little wedge. There we go. That's a wedge that I will save for a little later. Just pop that in there. Then, a couple of seeds in there. Whatever. Chop down the center, and I'm a juice. Get some juicing going on here. It's a fat lemon. It's one thick lemon. It's a very, very thick lemon. Thick lemon. Thick lemon. Take my juicer. That hasn't completely made a mess of things yet. And try to get 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. These are juicy lemons. These are very, very juicy lemons. It's a squirter. Let's see, how's that so far? Not enough. Okay, that's 1/2 of a lemon. That's 1/2. Scrap pile. And the other half. I don't need all of it though. That's okay, use lemon juice for other things. I need 1.5 ounces. Up to the line. Need to check that. I only recently got this guy, so I need to make sure that my measurements are right. Yeah, no, that's definitely... Okay, I'm not there yet. For a thick lemon such as this, it's kind of difficult to get this thing working. Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. And this would be a lot quicker if I just used the lemon juice that's currently in my fridge, but I really prefer the fresh stuff if I can get it. If I can, I'll do it. If I can't, whatever, it's fine. Recently, oftentimes, one of the things I find hardest to keep fresh is pineapple juice, because I don't use it very often, and I don't want to keep an entire pineapple around, mostly. So, got some cans of that stuff. It works very well. Anyway, 1.5 lemon. This is going to be interesting. And this is unusual. I actually did not know this going into it, but this calls for a teaspoon of powdered sugar, which makes me think this is kind of going to taste like lemonade, and I hope I don't make a mess of this, because this stuff is super powdery. Let's try my best here. Get a spoon down in there, breach the surface, and that's a lot of sugar. That's much more than a teaspoon. Shake. Nope, that was too much. Shucks. Try that again. Nope. Here, a little bit. And a little bit more. A little bit. That's perfect. Perfect. I've never used powdered sugar in a drink before. It's cool. This book is always surprising me. Just powdered sugar getting everywhere. For realsies though, I have not made these drinks before. I usually do this on my own. I'll just kind of flip through my book. If I've got the ingredients, I'll make it. I'm kind of already set up with like the tools for the job. They're not good tools, but they're tools that get the job done. Anyway, that's 2 ounces of gin, a whole egg yolk. It says egg yolk. Wow, really? It says egg yolk. Wow, that's shocking me. Okay. Alright. Back to the fridge. To get... Well, I've got a whole egg in there now. Like I said, I didn't really read this ahead of time. Alright. This is gonna be weird. Egg yolk. This is gonna be so weird. Oh my god, I don't even know about that. Now I don't know whether I'm supposed to emulsify this with the dry shake or not. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'll emulsify first. So now I'm gonna do that shaky thing. There's a whole egg yolk in there, my god. When you're dry shaking, be careful. The suction actually pushes against it. Usually when things get cold, it creates its own seal. So what we'll do is we'll dry shake it first. And once that's all good, kind of pop off. And then I'll drop my ice in there. There we go. This is gonna taste weird. I can feel it already. This is gonna taste very, very weird. Take this out of the way. Don't need that no more. Don't need that no more. Don't need that no more. I will need a strainer. It'll be weird without a strain. Sorry, my microphone is going crazy. Alright. That's why they call this the Golden Fizz, because it's got an egg yolk in it. Wow, this will be weird. Oh, that smells so funky. I'm gonna double strain this. And by double strain, I mean it goes through one strainer and then a second one, because I don't want that much egginess in the drink. This is so interesting. Move this lemon wedge. Weird. Yeah, for a double strain, I'm just gonna pour this out into here, into the strainer to strain it twice. It is very yellow. I will say that for sure. That is so unusual. That fills up an entire glass. It says filled with soda water, which makes me think that this calls for bigger glass. Did not read those proportions. That is very, very milky looking. But it says filled with soda water, so I apparently did this a little incorrectly, and I got stuff going down my shaker and put that inside. That is so weird. This is gonna be a weird one. I'm glad that this is, well, depending on how things go, this may be the last one tonight. I don't really know, honestly. All right, hold on. Let me get. I'm sorry. I keep on walking away. I need a bigger glass for this one. I have many glasses. I got a margarita glasses. I got some martini glasses. I got this, what I'm gonna call it, Collins glass, because it's the closest tall glass that I have. Hands taste very lemony. Literally, all I'm doing is I'm just taking it and just putting it in a new container. Okay, there. Now I'm gonna fill that with soda water. Fill that with soda water, because that's the rest of the recipe. The rest of the recipe is, oh, there's my towel. My other towel. I was wondering where that was. I fill it with soda water, right? Yes, fill with soda water. And I got some soda water down here. Perfect. That's just going to dilute things a bit. Add a little bit of fizz, which I'm not sure how that's going to complement everything else, but going for it. It is very, very yellow. Oh, it's very, very yellow. Because it's got egg in it. Egg yolk in it. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever actually had a drink that called for egg yolk, so this is going to be, well, actually, I've never had one that called for egg yolk. I did make a very odd decision with my fraternity one time where, I don't know if I want to go into that. Anyway, and then we garnish with a wedge. So I'm just going to stick that on the side. This is my Golden Fizz. It looks like a yellow milkshake. Honestly, if I were to look at this without any context, I would think this looks like a banana milkshake, which seems really appetizing. I have no idea if this is as good as it does not look I don't know. I'm not the kind of person to judge a book by its cover, so let's just go for it. What does it smell like? Push this up a little bit, I guess. Up just a little bit. Let's see, what does it smell like? I mean, it smells like lemon, because I'm sticking my nose in a lemon. A little bit of yolk. It smells like egg. But mostly lemon. That's surprising. And it tastes like... God, what is it going to taste like? Oh, that is so odd. That's very odd. It tastes like lemon juice and gin. The texture is much more... It's creamy. It's got a creamy texture to it. There's a little like sandpaper-ish feeling in my mouth, which might be like a tannin, I guess, and maybe that's just a result of eating the yolk of the egg in the drink, which is also probably why it makes it cloudy, but I tried to strain most of that out. It's super lemony. It's super lemony, and it keeps all of the botanicals of the gin. It's really not that bad. And as well, that sandpaper-y-ness of an egg yolk. That's also in this. But it's not too overpowering. I put an entire... It doesn't call for the egg white as well, but it's in there nonetheless, and that's what creates this foam up on top. So it's a little riff. It's a riff on a golden fizz. Honestly, not bad. I'm into it. I'm totally into it. All right. Now that that's squared away, we can continue with the next night of Valhalla working. Working that Valhalla. Live screen. And then precariously take my camera and put it away. Back to the spot it needs to be. Repeating the process. Hello, torso. Actually, it's not too bad. Not starting in a bad spot. There we go. My hands are a wee bit sticky. Wee bit sticky, and I should probably plug in my headphones. They are getting a little juiced. Let me plug myself doubly into the matrix. Honestly, like, if weird things like this are not your thing, like egg yolks in a cocktail, I get it. I totally understand that. But like all things, I mean, I think the right way to go about things in general is to just have an open mind. Like, how are you gonna know? Like, if somebody straight up asked you, like, yo, you think egg yolk would taste good if you drank it? Probably be like, no. But it'd be so interesting, like, if you asked a bunch of random people that same question, and every single person was like, nah, I don't think it would taste good. Nah, I don't think it would taste good. It's probably terrible tasting. It'd be so interesting to find the one person who says, actually, I think it can taste good in this way and has a proper reason for it. It's could be really cool. Could be very cool. If somebody ran into me on the street and said, hey, do you think egg would taste good if you drank it? I'd be like, it depends. Depends on how you prepare it. If you put it in a golden fizz, I guess it's alright. I am double wired in now. Sweet. And I have a little bit of wet hands, so I'm just gonna very, very quickly just wet my hands, because it's not good for my keyboard. Very uncomfortable. I hope everybody's night or morning, depending on what side of the world you are on, is pleasant so far. If it is the morning over there, maybe the kind of person who just likes a shower beer in the morning. If you're into it, go for it. If it's the evening where you are, and the party is coming to a close, hope you have a wonderful night. I hope it's been pleasant so far. Lounge around as long as you'd like to. If you've had a little too many, feel free to stick around. We'll call you an Uber in the morning. That's this whole party motif I've got going on here. I hope it's working. I'm into it. And if you're into it, just be into it. As my friend the panda once said. Anywho's it. Back to the game. Now, with egg yolk cocktail. Not bad. Not super bad. It's very gin and lemony. Gin and lemony. Rise and shine. Ugh. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some gods suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets were flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot, so not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on the edge too. Wonder if Say's okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah. Things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. I remember this. All this. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, want to hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer. Chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah. Sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say, to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me? Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you want. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? Gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh, right. Boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home going to the bar yesterday. Wasn't that cold and didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change it to something more comfortable. Take your time. Cat. Stares back at cat. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, yeah, that's just for. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first, I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. What? Good old Bosco, he kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is, Gabrielle, her sister. Huh, is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what do you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I went away. I haven't said a word since. Really, it's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pic out like this then? Just couldn't get my mind off something like Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their heart breathing as they pet your head, dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I just felt nostalgic. Then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the streets. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. That'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. Oh, what's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now, please give that to me. Low. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. I didn't see nothing. And anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. This particular scene here, this little, like, I guess, pseudo minigame here, brings back a little bit of nostalgia for me. I remember very clearly coming to this scene for the first time when my first playthrough happened. It was kind of just sitting. This was back when I was living in my previous place of residence, a fraternity house on my college's campus. Nice place. I had the biggest room in the house. But I was living there, I'm pretty sure I was living there alone at the time. I remember because I remember it, my room being set up in such a way that I know there was nobody else there living with me. That's what I remember. I don't know. I don't remember if this was after I started taking grad courses or not. But if it was, then I was really, really stressed out at the time. If it wasn't, then I was just attempting to relax, I guess. I'm guessing it's the former because I don't know. I started playing video games a bit more when things started to stress me out. Like, you need that de-stress. But so I remember, like, back then I really wasn't a big beer drinker. I'm still not a big beer drinker. I'm a cocktail guy for the most part. But like, I just thought to myself, like, you know, I feel like there are some situations where you just crack up a beer, enjoy it. You hang with your friends, but you got a nice burger there, I guess. You're at a party, I suppose, if that's your style. It doesn't have to be. I was like, this feels like the perfect time to crack open a little bottle of beer. And I just kind of, don't get me wrong, I guess, sad story, but I was there alone, drinking a beer, along with the people in the game, with my main character, Dan, I'm a boss. It was so relaxing. It was a really nice time.
Sometimes, I think it was around that point in time where if you're alone, you start to feel like a little lonely and stuff like that. But if you just, I don't know, maybe if you just listen to the silence just right, you'll start to find something nice about it. You'll start to realize that you might be able to appreciate the time on your lonesome. And that's what I kind of did. At that point in my life, I'd say there's always an extrovert and an introvert fighting within my mind. And the introvert was winning at that point. And the introvert was like, you want to stay, you just want to do nothing, you just want to sit around and just do your own thing. And I did. I really did, so I gave into it a little bit. And it was enjoyable. You can enjoy your own company. And I feel like not everybody can do that. Maybe given the right situation, you can. And I think that's a really awesome thing. Not everybody can do that, though. I think to the people who are purely extroverts out there, you may not be able to find any solace in your solitude. Solace in your solitude. And you don't have to be that way. You don't gotta. But if you've got that piece of introvert in you, like I do, I got a piece of introvert in me. I got a piece of extrovert in me too. There's a certain solace in the silence, solace in the solitude. It can be nice. I mean, you don't have to be by yourself all the time. I certainly wouldn't have my fiance lives with me. So I can't be on my own all the time. But she's at home. She's working this weekend. Not that that's... I miss her, of course. But alas. It was just making me feel nostalgic. Because I remember sitting on this couch that we got for free. It might actually still be the couch that I own. Just hanging there. I got this game on the big screen. I felt like I was sharing a brewski or something with one of the games, the people in the game. It sounds a little odd, I guess, but perhaps it's like a vicarious thrill. It's like when you're watching the reality TV shows and they're experiencing the drama and you feel like you're experiencing the drama. Jill's drinking a beer, Tana's drinking a beer, I'm drinking a beer. It felt cool. I really just enjoyed that. Oops. And I've digressed on that for a little while. Anyway, time to continue with the story. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. I forgot there's a drink button over here. Sip. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in the stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. Interesting. Interesting how they're mentioning the different types of beers. I'm actually taking... It's odd. College can take a class on beer. I'm actually taking a class on beer right now, and I know the difference between the IPA and the Pilsner. Pilsner apparently is a Czech type thing. Not the German Pils, which is a completely different thing. They could not call it a Pilsner. They're too close to each other. And the IPA is the India Pale Ale, which has a lot of hoppiness to it. The Pilsner are a little more focused on the mash bill, which is like what kind of grains go in the beer. Cool stuff like that. If you're into it, if you're not into it, don't worry about it. Drink. Pilsners and stuff. Sorry if I rub up against my mic there. It's a little close. There we go. In English, please. Yeah, look at me. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Probably definitely the Pilsner. Don't know, it doesn't taste like lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what's the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic dichometrical lidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. The maiden kisses. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production, but the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this the one made with it?
Let's see. Yep. Here it is near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch. It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really. No. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. It's good to know. Crack. Good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in your room. And even more, that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. Different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons. Mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, did you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? You talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, boss. Be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? I gotta know. The man's a mystery. What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh, yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots. And he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That he should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 3 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that when I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit. Yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? Make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does. I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How'd you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day, and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down, crying like a little baby. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. Crack. It's a lot more smooth now as I get to the bottom. But still sour. Very sour. Could honestly use more sugar. Maybe I forgot the sugar in here. It's probably at the bottom. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like the blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. I wonder if that's a reference to the cyberpunk book series, Neuromancer. I started reading those. Good stuff. William Gibson. Interesting guy. Cool author. One of the characters' names with Armitage. That was pretty cool. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who is eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them too, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunts. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. I see. There is also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. That she does. It's not that she likes her job, but rather she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it, or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. Gotta shake up my drink a little bit. It's starting to settle a bit. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions modeler, something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird, though. It is? It is. You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool, cool. That is really cool. That's reminding me a lot of anime. Evangelion. There's a Lilim in there too. Or there's the Lilith in there too, and there are the Lims. Humanity is supposedly the Lilim, and the angels are the offspring of Adam. Or I think the Lilim is humanity. The angels are the offspring of Adam, and the Ava are like some weird thing in between. Anyway, it's a really cool anime. I'm a big anime guy. I like anime. I don't watch a lot of it, but when I do, it's a good time. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Just like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls, to the costumes, to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show is about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid's show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image, challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. Got really excited there. That's always a really cool thing. Like if somebody's really, really into something and all of a sudden they just start going off about it. That is a really, really cool thing. For my fiance, it's anything related to the body. She's studying some physical therapy stuff, and it is so... It's like, it's astounding. Like, I sit there in awe, being like, wow, I can't believe you know so much about this topic, and you're so passionate about it, and you know... I get that way with computers and electronics and things of the sort as well. It's really cool to watch someone just go at it. Completely, like, engrossed, in love with a topic. They just know a ton about it. It's super duper cool. I think it's really cool to watch somebody to talk like that. It's like, it's imagining certain people too who have like spent their lives honing their craft. Like, I've never actually talked to a person who, say, has been painting since they've been a child, has been playing the guitar since they were 3 years old. I don't know anybody in particular personally like that on that personal level. But I saw a video of some guy the other day who can, like, he's a ragtime guy. My brother showed it to me, the music guy. He showed me a video of some guy who's been playing ragtime on the piano since he was like 14 or whatever. Ragtime's supposedly one of the only things he plays, and he can look at a piece of music, totally sight read it, first time he's ever seen this piece of music, and he just start playing it in ragtime style.
I was thinking of a meme the other day of Super Mario where like or it was one of the songs from that game. Anyway, but I don't remember what it was. But so there was a video of him just music right in front of him. He just does this really, really awesome ragtime version of it. I wish I remember the guy's name. It was really cool. It was very musical. And to think that there are people out there who just, they get so good at the one thing that they do very, very, and I'm sure he does other good things too. I'm sure there are people out there who also do wonderful, wonderful things, including the one that they're particularly a savant in. But this stuff is really, really, really cool. But yeah, Jill got pretty excited there, talking about her fighter Julianne. It's cool stuff. And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, and I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. What a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerk asses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time somebody calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. Pavlov, like the dogs, conditioning them. Also, my apologies. I'm attempting to have a smart light that controls my lighting over here, and it doesn't seem to want to... Okay, it's actually working right now. It's a little bright. So I'm just lowering it just a tad, so it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. Pavlov would be proud of me. This music is very relaxing. I hope it's coming up okay on the stream. It's very nice. I really love the music from this game. It's done by an artist by the name of Garrod, by the way. G-A Road. Very, very nice. Would definitely recommend the albums. He also did the album for a game called Yuppie Psycho, I think it was called. Like a horror game. Very interesting. Anyways. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. Nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it. What kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges. The kind of guy that means well, even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment, he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little. Whoops, wrong button. And the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot. My mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you. Really curious. Just
realize that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you tell me, though, seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've heard that once since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one! She's the one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called N1 RV and Annex A. Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with over there. Oh, that actually makes it really sad to see. They were actually, Sukeban Games was coming out with the story of that particular bar over in Panama, the Nirvana. It's one of their upcoming titles. And to my knowledge, they've delayed it indefinitely because of everything with what's going on right now. And I completely understand that. Like, in my opinion, this game's a masterpiece. I'd love to. I'd hate to see the next installment come about in a light that wasn't as positive and awesome as the one that came before it. And it's a little depressing. But yeah, you know what? I'm sure it'll come out nice at some point. I'm also kind of a fan of the cyberpunk universe, just a bit. I'm getting really into that particular genre recently. So to be able to see another game that comes out like that would be really, really, really cool. And I love to see it happen. But I'm a very patient kind of guy, so I am more than happy to wait a bit for them to perfect the game, make it come out nicely. Heck, like, I can just play Valhalla more, because there's more stuff that I haven't yet to do, so it's not like I've run out of content yet. Anyway, Nirvana, coming eventually. You should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. Anne means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. I should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always four, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. Oh, and you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's a fine
too, you know. Hey, boss, what do you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe we'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home, helping with things there, or maybe going traveling for a while. Let's see. Oh, but don't worry, bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it is certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go to each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip, that'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Chill. I think this song only appears once in this game. The beautiful visage of Glitch City as it snows. The green television sky and the bright billboards of salmon and pale pink and mint green. Chapter 2, Amarga. Your electricity bill will be sent down on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 you need on the 24th. Yikes. Jilly is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Have a nice day. I don't want Jill to get distracted. Jill, oh! Boss left the hoodie anyway. Let's go get that Daruma. Clay houses, kids girl. Where's the cracked Daruma? Get that. No distraction for Jill. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Let's see if there are any more notifications. There's more stuff over here. Aha. Danger you. God, so much Apollo Bank stuff. Apollo Bank is being attacked. Thread 2. Media is still awfully quiet about it. Ahmed and I talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It's from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame! So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people have already died. How? Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon. You gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Thanks, Based Anon. It's closed. Number 3. Apollo Bank is being attacked. Thread 3. Explosion registered. And media still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs? Not just one? That's right. Do we have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group. A new one. Looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned. And it looks like it's not a group. But just one person who set up all of this. That's pretty ballsy. This is just a rumor too around here, but Alice Rabbit could be involved. How? Hackers helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh, someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. This is closed. Number 4. Can confirm, the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources.
terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knot operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers instead of the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. Shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. This thread is closed. There is some crazy shit happening at the bank over there. Oh, look at that. Got my little Daruma. Will you read the file? Nah. Augmented Eye. GSF, January 4th. Card announced. 66 American Kid, Giant Yusuke headlining. Excuse me. By Lana Smithy. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event, but it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Arance. Full card below. 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke GSF Championship. Reb Kama Jr. versus Nagisa Women's Championship. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Arensi GSF Junior Championship. Jack Bomb and Blaze versus Huli and Karakota Tag Team Championship. Osuna versus Siegfried. Wrestling? My boss made me curious. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear by Lana Smithy. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nano machine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties, just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye, I'm already using them. Super comfy, if you ask me. You just thought about looking up prices. Did not. Danger/Use admin has been arrested again. By Lana Smithy, famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Prefer, for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call, "We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday." When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Jill. Poor guy. And I shall are there any more nano cannon options? Let's see. Customize. No. Anything for the table? Shucks. Well, I will make my life back up. I shall save. And was it number 7? 7. Oh, I should just look at the date. Man, the last time I was at this point was a little under 2 years ago. Cool. Cool. That'll be, let's see, that'll be it for me tonight. My eyes are getting so tired. That's what happens. Gotta make sure you stay hydrated. This game brings me a lot of joy. It kind of lets me relax, enjoy myself. Got myself all dressed up for it. Just some stuff laying around. It was good. Really fun time. Or at least I really do like this stuff like this. They're kind of games that make you think. I guess in that way they're kind of cerebral, and you don't have to think about it. You just pop through it. Maybe that's just the way visual novels are for me. I guess I've played one other visual novel game based off of an anime, or rather, the anime was based off of the visual novel game called Steins Gate. I think that shit is so cool. It is so scientific. It's sci-fi.
This is technically sci-fi. It's cyberpunk-y. I think stuff like that is really, really cool. It's kind of right up my alley. And I really do appreciate stuff like this. My eyes are getting very, very tired for the night. And I'm not really awake anymore. The energy I drink that I had to keep myself going for as long as I could is totally wearing off. That, and I've been staring at a computer screen. If you're staring that long at a computer screen, it might be time to give it a rest. It's been an absolute blast. Everybody who's stuck around for the stream, everybody who's going to join after the fact, for what I'm calling the after party now. That's just the stream archive. It's on YouTube and whatnot, but I'm trying to be within my motif of the party. I got that party parrot. It's pretty cool. I like to have parties every once in a while. I used to really enjoy parties. But, not right now. Not right now. I'm going to see if there's anybody on right now that I know of who is streaming. Nah. Nobody really. So, nobody I know. Have a wonderful night. If it's, or I guess it's the morning now, have a wonderful morning to everybody who's out there experiencing a very early morning like I am right now. If it's just the evening for you, have a beautiful evening. If it's the afternoon for you, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. If it's March now and you're watching this in March or in December, if it's in December, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa. Time is irrelevant. That'll be where I end things tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for joining me in the game stream. Thanks for joining me while I share my passion for mixology and bartending and things that I have yet to experience in my life. It's cool. It's a good time. I had a really fun time. I hope that you did too. Join me again another time. If you'd like to, you're under no obligation to do so. It's a joy if you just stop by. The party doors are always open. And I'll leave it at that. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the day in general. Peace out. See you next time, guys. Bye.